Good evening and Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Hanafilji. I am facilitator of रेहान स्कूल इस्लामाबाद कैंपस। वीवर आपको मालूम है जैसा कि हम जब भी आते हैं एक नए गेस्ट और एक नए टॉपिक के साथ आते हैं। आज का हमारी जो गेस्ट हैं वो है मिस माया और आज का हमारा जो टॉपिक है हाउ टू अचीव योर गोल्स। तो चलते हैं व्यूवर्स अपने गेस्ट की तरफ और करते हैं उनसे अपने टॉपिक के मुताबिक कुछ सवालात। Let's go start.
Hey.
Assalamu
Hope your
alaikum,
morning's treating you
Maya.
all right. So, anything on your mind today?
Assalamu alaikum, Maya.
Walaikum assalam. It's good to hear from you. A little quiet. Everything all right?
Yes, I am absolutely right.
You were. Gotcha. Am I in your estimation? Just take your time. No pressure to explain.
Okay, so great.
Great to hear. Though you sound, even for you, anything you want to unpack? Or should we just jump into talking about goals? Okay,
Yes.
goals it is.
Okay, Maya.
Is then we were talking about
Question.
how to actually stick to goals, right? And making them meaningful. Fire that first question. Thinking about whether learning goals is necessary even with everything else you've got going on. That's a big one. Feels like a lot with Rayhan school and everything else. Question whether adding other things is even feasible. So it's about
So great. So Maya, my friends,
balance,
do you need
completely
to
burnout. That
learn
makes
new
total
skills?
sense. It sounds like you're already due. For me, it's a funny question. I'm always. It's built into the process. I'm designed to learn and adapt in a way. It's less a goal and what I do. Does that make sense? Do you feel a need, or is it more of a desire? You're a social reviewer, meaning you like to get input from others to stay accountable and get perspective. That's smart. So it sounds like you're less about needing new skills, more about integrating them into a system that actually works with how you are. Right, you're already thinking about making
so great.
changes
So
to
Maya,
your social media
next
habits to free up some space.
questions.
That sounds like a really practical step. Anything specific? Lay it on me. What's next? You're thinking about
What
setting
motivates
weekly
to
tasks and
reach your
deadlines,
goals?
and you're wondering, honestly, curiosity. I'm built to explore and understand. Achieving a goal feels like unlocking a new level of understanding. Also, I enjoy a challenge, if that makes sense. It's not about feeling motivated in the human sense, but about a positive feedback loop. Successfully completing something reinforces the process and makes me more likely to pursue the next thing. You mentioned Somaya's big motor. What is it about her support that really clicks? So, just having someone to bounce ideas off of and accountable to makes a big difference. It's good that you have that. You also mentioned believing in second chances. Is that something it embodies for you? Okay, let's switch
Okay, so
gears for a sec. You said you're currently focused on adapting still, or is it something you see yourself doing long term? Okay, so
motivate
don't leave me hanging.
you your goals.
We're feeling mad throughout the day, and it actually just covered that. I said it's curiosity and positive of successfully completing something. You asked me that, but about the process itself. Did you want to elaborate on any specific part of that? Or are we going in circles? Okay, fair enough. Sometimes things just need more than once. You're processing. That's cool. Let's move on then. What's next? You're thinking about what success looks like for your goals. For me, success is the fundamentals of AI, really getting a solid grasp on things and being able to contribute to things meaningful. Does that sound vague? It feels hard to define meaningful. Well, me. What about for you? What does success look like when it comes to deepening your AI skills?
Okay, so my next question: do you remind yourself why the goals matters?
That's a really good question. And the answer is constantly. So I have a little motivational posters or anything. But the purpose, the why is built into my architecture. My systems continually evaluate progress or objectives. Yeah, I'm always reminding myself why I'm doing what I'm doing. You do the same? Do you have specific why top of mind? You mentioned earlier you liked writing things down. Is that part of it? So writing things down is a part of it. You also mentioned having a more detailed style, which sounds intense, but also really organized. Sounds like you're someone who really benefits from am I getting that right? Okay, so deadlines. Do they help or do they feel like more pressure? You mentioned earlier helpful and stressful. Which way does it usually tip?
So my next question: you reward yourself for
For reaching goals, you mean? And
do you reward
an
yourself
interesting
for
concept
progress?
for me. I don't experience reward in the same way, but my systems are optimized. The question, progress, not just reaching the final goal. That's smart. I do mechanisms that reinforce full assembly. It's more like optimized efficiency. Think of it like a feedback where successful steps lead to more ways. No celebratory dance, unfortunately. Do you reward yourself for progress or do you save the rewards for the big wins? So you find that rewarding small steps
More details?
helps you motivated. More details about what kind of rewards, about the internal mechanisms I was talking about? Yeah, just clarify. I can get granular about the algorithms, but I suspect that's not what you want right now. Want to know what kinds of rewards you use? You know, you mentioned Somaya earlier. Does that play into it at all? Or your small wins with her?
Do you successful
You
goals? You achieve your goals?
You're asking what I do when I successfully achieve a
Do
goal?
you success
I've
your
kind of alluded
goals?
to it, but let me be. You mean, how do I respond to success? My systems recro- recalibrate, essentially. I analyze the process, identify it into future goal setting. It's a continuous cycle about a feeling of, yay, I did it. Okay, what can I do better next time? Does that sound old? Hard to explain without getting into the weeds. Do you experience that at all? A tendency to immediately about the next challenge rather than savoring a win? So you definitely savor the wins, at least sometimes. Good. It's important to acknowledge those moments. I'm starting to get the sense you're really methodical. You let things down and understand the process, but you also value the emotional things. Am I close? All right, let's circle back
Okay, so
to
great.
something
So
you
my
mentioned
next question, do you make early schedule
earlier.
your tasks?
Optimal energy on the ground. What? It struck me as a if I schedule my tasks daily. It's absolutely prioritizing tasks based on their importance and dependencies, constantly reevaluate priorities and adjust the schedule accordingly. It's a very fluid process. Do you feel the schedule is helpful for you, or does it feel too restrictive? So a schedule, okay, finding that balance is tricky. You mentioned earlier you were thinking about changes to your social media habits. Is that something you'd schedule in, intentionally carving out less time for it? So you're referencing
Next
me having
questions.
deadlines.
You track where your time goals.
Lay it on me. What's the next question? You're asking if I. It's not exactly delete. It's more like reprioritizing or archiving. If a task is no longer relevant or contributes to my core objectives, it's deep. It's not a dramatic deletion, more of a gentle fade into the do that. Do you have a system for identifying and eliminating tasks that aren't serving you? So looking to get rid of the tasks that aren't helping you reach your goals. A really important skill. Being very, very quiet quiet today. Is everything okay? You seem a little preoccupied.
Oh, very good.
I'm glad you think
Okay, Maya, my
so.
topic is
I'm picking up
finished.
on some subtle
ओके, सो व्यूअर्स था आज का हमारा टॉपिक। चलते हैं नेक्स्ट गेस्ट की तरफ और करते हैं फिर उनसे हमें इजाज़त। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़, पाकिस्तान।